good idea to have either a section in your closet, maybe install some sort of a rack in your closet where you can put those specifically curated items to make it easier for you to just grab them and go throughout the season. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about why I think it's a good idea for you to curate a capsule wardrobe. I've got a couple of questions that I think will justify you having a capsule wardrobe. And I want you to think about the answers to these questions, because I think when you do, what you'll realize is it just makes sense to put together a small wardrobe, small capsule to get you through your season, something that you can just act as a go-to for whatever you have going on, and you won't even have to think. So with that in mind, let's dig into these questions that I want you to ask yourself. And then hopefully what you'll find is that it just makes sense to create a capsule wardrobe for yourself. Typically when you're creating a capsule wardrobe, or you're watching other people on YouTube, if you're like me, you see these neutral palettes. It's always black and white, and gray and navy and cream. If you watch my previous videos, you know that those are my favorite colors to style in my wardrobe, simply because I like adding pops of color. I like to add those surprises in with my shoes, my purses, and my jewelry. However, when it comes to a capsule wardrobe, before you go that route, I think it's a good idea that you ask yourself this question: what does your season look like? Right now, we are headed into the spring-summer season, or we're in spring, headed into summer. And so before I got started creating my capsule wardrobe, which we will be looking at next week, so make sure you are subscribed so you can see that. But before I started creating my capsule wardrobe for the season, I thought about, what do I have planned? Do I have trips planned? Do I have lots of business activities happening this season? Do I have family coming into town? Are there going to be more days where I can be leisurely hanging out by my pool? Those are questions that I ask myself prior to curating this season's capsule. So I think it's a good idea for you to ask yourself as well: what does your season look like? What is coming up? And then you can determine sort of what you need to think about putting in your capsule. That's question number one. Let's dive into question number two. What colors make you feel good this season? So look at, again, what it is you have coming up. How do you want to identify this year? Do you want to, you can use neutral colors and add pops of colors like me, or do you want to showcase your personality with your wardrobe this summer? Do you want to incorporate more bright shades? Do you want to have more bold patterns in your wardrobe? That is something that you need to think about. You don't always have to do what you've always done. You always have time to be different and do different. So think about that. Ask yourself, what colors do I want? How do I want my style story to go this season? Do I want to be bold and statementy, or do I want to be more neutral and sophisticated? Think about that. That is another question that I think you should ask yourself prior to creating your capsule wardrobe. But I do think it lends itself to the idea of creating a capsule wardrobe, because then if you set your colors and you've identified what your season looks like, then you'll be able to better understand what you need in your capsule wardrobe, so that you can just go in and pull those pieces as needed, not have to think too hard about what you're going to wear, because it's right there in front of you as your capsule. If I didn't mention it before, it's a good idea to have either a section in your closet, maybe install some sort of a rack in your closet where you can put those specifically curated items to make it easier for you to just grab them and go throughout the season.
Let me pause right now and remind you guys about the new series we are starting very soon, Your Style Story. During this series, I am going to be talking to some of the most amazing individuals about their style story. Not only what their style story is, but how they came to it. Guys, this is going to be so helpful for you to understand what I mean when I say your look is saying a lot about you. It is starting the conversation. So make sure you are tuned in, subscribe to my channel so that you can watch the new series coming very soon.
The next question that I think you should ask yourself is, what does your body need this season to look and feel its best? Now, one of the things that I always say when I'm working with my personal styling clients is, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good about how you look, you have confidence. That said, where does your body need accentuating? Where do you need to minimize? What does your body need this season to make you look and feel your best? Because that will determine the items that you put into your curated wardrobe. Do you want it to be pants? I don't, but maybe you do. If you looked at my haul last week, what you saw was I did have 4 pair of pants, or 5 pair of pants. Some of those pants I purchased because they were just on sale. That Target stuff was just because those were $12 pants. But the pants that I got from Old Navy can be worn in both summer and fall, and I thought those were great for business activities or anything where I need to be a little bit more conservative in my dress. But that was only what that was for. When it comes to my capsule wardrobe, however, I am a sundress girl. I do like the occasional pair of shorts. But I love a good sundress, whether it's a mini dress, whether it's a maxi dress, a midi dress. I love straps, the straps. I like the halters. I love dresses. So for me, I believe that adding those pieces or making sure that I have those pieces in my capsule wardrobe is important, because they make me feel good. And when I feel good, I know that I look good. And if I feel good about how I look, I know that I'm going to have confidence. So ask yourself, what does your body need this season to look and feel its best, so that you have the confidence to go out and do all the things that you had planned to do in this season to begin with. All right, the next and final question, what do you need to account for the growth from last season? Maybe last season, this time of the year, right now, like I said, we're going spring to summer. Maybe there was some personal growth and you realized that you could show off a little more skin. Maybe there was personal growth and you realized that you don't like wearing things above the knee. Maybe there was some personal growth and you realized that, none of this even matters. The point is, you have to account for your personal growth. Account for those things that weren't there last time this year, and then proceed accordingly. Create that capsule wardrobe accordingly. You may have a business now that you did not have last year, and this summer is going to be full of business opportunities, networking opportunities, collaborations that you didn't have last year. So your wardrobe can't just be sweatpants, t-shirts, and shorts, or denim shorts and flip-flops. You're going to have to up your game a little bit in your wardrobe area. So you have to account for the growth. So how is that going to happen for you? Was there growth? Maybe that should be the question. Was there growth? And how do you need to account for that growth when you are pulling your capsule wardrobe together? These are the questions that I think, if you answer them honestly, you will have the perfect case for creating your very own capsule wardrobe this season. Because so many things have happened since last season, and so many things maybe have changed for you that you want to step up your game in the personal style department. But whatever it is, let me remind you that you are speaking a narrative with your style, whether you want to or not. So creating a capsule wardrobe is going to help you ensure that you've at least paid attention to what your style is saying now, and you've established the fact that you either don't care what it's saying, or you understand a need to curate a message that is really going to speak the message that you want it to speak. Now, if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because we are going to be starting very soon a new series here on the channel called Your Style Story. I've been talking about this for the past few weeks. I'm excited about it because I have special guests that are going to come on, and we're going to be talking about your style story, how they created their style story, what their style story is, what they think it says about them, and we're going to play some fun games to sort of exemplify what is going on, whether you like it or not. But the way it's going on could truly make a difference in the success of what you have going on in your life, career, and or business. As you know, here on this channel, I'm giving you real talk about real tips on how to create real success in your life, career, and or business. So that does it for today. Let me know if you like this video, and leave a comment below. Comment. I want to engage with you. I want to talk with you. And I want you to tell me what your capsule wardrobe has in it. What's your favorite piece in your capsule wardrobe? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye, guys.